I never feel more that like an 80-year-old man than when I go on Reddit.
Why?
Because I don't understand how it works. I think the layout is confusing. It almost looks like you're in source code.
You're like hacking in. You're like, I'm in, Mr. President. I don't know why I thought of that.
Hey, welcome to SnackDown. I'm Justin, and this is
Andy.
And today we got a lot of cool things to do.
We do. Again,
we're gonna choke you out with our artichokes.
Okay.
No.
Was that the thing that you were going to say that you were like,
I wanted to make a
choke
you out joke.
Yeah, okay. MMA artichokes.
Yeah.
Why are we doing...
So, we got artichokes in a couple different forms, and the thought behind this was, a couple episodes ago, I don't remember which one, I mentioned that my family dips artichoke leaves into mayonnaise, and Andy thought I was crazy. And
still do.
Other people have also said the same thing.
That you're crazy?
Yeah, like who dips things into mayonnaise? And Andy mentioned that I should dip the leaves in butter.
Which is normal?
Yeah, I guess. I've never had that before.
And so let's just reiterate again. I'm not going to have mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Because I can't. So basically this trial is going to be you trying artichokes with mayonnaise and going, just like I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to dip some mayonnaise.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to dip my artichoke in my mayonnaise. I'm not going to dip my mayonnaise in my artichoke. So, yeah, we've got some artichokes. We steamed up 2 artichokes. Andy brought his boil pot over with the steam tray, which when I pulled the steam tray out, I said, oh, I used to use this as a hat. When I was a kid, I used to pull the steam tray, which is kind of cool. And it kind of looks like a Martian hat, like to protect your brains
or like a satellite, like a retractable satellite, or like, I don't know, some space age thing. Like,
yes, we must capture the stars.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. And then we have artichokes in a couple different ways. So
no. Oh yeah. Okay.
And so we're gonna drink a beer. I tried to find artichoke juice.
For real?
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
No.
I'm sure it exists, but it'd have to go to a more Whole Food store than Wegmans.
That's on the list of things that shouldn't be made, like celery juice.
So instead, we're gonna drink a beer. And Joel left these beers, so these are from Nashville.
So this beer is from the Black Abbey Brewing Company, and it's called Krampusnacht.
Yeah, so this is still a holiday beer from Christmas.
It's like Krampus night, because Nacht means night. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
No. I know Krampus meant Krampus.
Yeah, so Krampusnacht is Krampus night. All right, you ready for a little pop?
Oh, yeah.
So this is a Bach beer, by the way. So before we get into the artichoke, we're going to divert a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Andy brought something
and this is a recommendation from my lovely wife, Kaylin. She brought back something called sunflower chokes a couple weeks ago. And sunflower chokes, it says right on the label, it's like Melissa's produce or whatever, but it says, tastes like an artichoke, cooks like a potato. So I think it's got like the starchiness of a potato, tastes like an artichoke. You be the judge. But
should we dip it in mayonnaise?
No. There will be none of that. But so it's, so I did it a couple different ways. One way, I was kind of trying it the other week, and I was like, oh man, we should turn these into chips. That'd be great. Like, so thin slice and chips. So I did chips, and then just kind of did like a little bit of a thinner slice, but oven baked. So we can kind of get the flavor.
They look pretty good. So they're like artichoke chips, but they're sunflower roots.
So these are sunflower roots, right?
Which is very interesting.
Like the bulb. I'm wondering if you can plant the ones that come in the bag.
They look like you cut up, it kind of looks like ginger.
Yeah.
Like in the bag, and it kind of looks like a piece of cut up ginger, but it's a potato chip.
And as you're cutting them up, it kind of has like a little pearlescent sort of look to it.
So is this a fried one or a baked one?
Which pile did you grab
right here.
Oh yeah, this is baked. So we'll start with the
baked. This is oven baked.
Baked it a little too long. Probably a little thin.
Good though. I do taste artichoke though.
Yeah. You approve?
Those are really good.
Nice. I probably baked them a little too long and probably cut them a little too thin.
It's interesting because it's like they just have a little bit more flavor than like potatoes, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of makes a simple potato chip like a little bit more flavorful than just salt.
With a little more zip zap.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to use like older phrases.
Like hot dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to sound like an 80-year-old conservative person.
Mm-hmm.
Conservative in language, not in terms of like geopolitical opinions.
They are good.
Those aren't even the fried ones.
So where did you get these from?
Produce section at Wegmans.
Oh, they had these at Wegmans?
Yeah.
Where would they be? Like, are they near the roots or are they in the
produce section? They come in like just kind of like a little bag. Yeah, more towards like the roots area.
Yeah, they're like in a bag,
Roots.
not from. You're not finding like a basket of like fresh sunflower roots. Wegmans probably gets them in on like from a company or something like that.
Mm-hmm. It's a good beer, by the way.
It's very good beer.
I know we're not going to spend too much time on the beer, but
Yeah, it's delicious. So thanks, Joel, for leaving it in my fridge.
thank you. He did it on purpose, though.
Yeah.
Like leaving it in your fridge, like that's not really like.
He's like, that's where it went.
Dang it! Start the car! Start the car!
I'll be there in 2 days.
Yeah.
That is good. All right, I'm going to try a fried artichoke chip. Don't choke on the chip.
It's not an artichoke chip. It's a sunflower chip.
It's a choke, though. It says sunflower choke.
Yeah. What's a choke?
Unless they just called it... Unless they just called it choke because that's like its flavor. Like those cotton candy grapes.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like cotton candy in there. You know what I mean?
What?
Have you ever had cotton candy grapes?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they taste like cotton candy.
So, what is a sun choke? They're often mistakenly referred to as Jerusalem artichokes, but they have no origins in Jerusalem. And they really don't taste like artichokes? Yeah, right, they do.
So an artichoke is a thistle, right? The butt of a thistle?
Yeah, it is. A thistle. Okay, so it's not a true sunflower. Well, I don't know, because I say sunchoke, and then it goes to Jerusalem artichoke, which this other site was like, oh, it is not a Jerusalem artichoke.
Isn't there a Wikipedia?
That's what I'm on, man.
Oh. Yeah, look at that. It resembles ginger root.
But this is like these ones right here are way more tubular
Than the ones that we got.
Yeah, the ones that we the ones that we got like could probably be mistaken for like a massage tool. You know what I mean? You go to like Brookstone, the one that's shaped like a dolphin.
So it is.
It is what?
No, so a lumpy brown skinned vegetable, a sunflower choke, resembles ginger root, but is actually a variety of sunflower root. Sometimes referred to as a Jerusalem artichoke, it's not an artichoke. Contrary to what the name implies, the Jerusalem artichoke is not from Jerusalem, but instead received its name from the Italian word for sunflower, girasole. The white flesh of the sunflower choke is nutty, crunchy, crisp, and sweet. Yeah.
Did you get that from the Wikipedia site?
No, this is from Melissa's Fresh Produce.
Who makes this? Or
Oh,
like
is it?
yeah.
It's like an article like describing it.
Oh, no.
So you can use it raw in salads or cook it.
I didn't know you could use it raw. I thought it was like too starchy, like a plantain situation.
I mean, it says it. The vegetable is similar to a potato, but the carbohydrate present is inulin rather than starch, which is an excellent source of fructose for diabetes. So it's like a potato, I think, in texture, but it's not starchy.
It's good, right?
Yeah, so these are great.
Keep eating them because I'm going to crush these.
Did you hear that?
Your tummy? Tum-tum?
My jaw went...
Oh, really? Do you have jaw problems?
So I used to. It hasn't happened in years, but when I was like maybe like 18 or 19, sometimes I would yawn and my jaw would go and then be stuck open.
Oh my god! I wish you guys could see which face you just made.
Because I'd be like
You kind
terrified.
of made like a zombie face.
Because it would be like, it would lock and then it would be like stuck and I'm like...
If you tried to move it, would it like hurt a lot?
Yeah, and then it would like, I would find like the hinge that would like unpop it.
That's gross.
Yeah. So then I was like always like clenching my teeth when I was
Did
going to
you see
yawn
someone
because
do
I was
that?
like, I didn't want it to lock. No, it never did. But it hasn't happened in years.
Great. That's awful.
Someday we're going to be doing the podcast and you're going to hear, ah!
But you're like, play it cool, Justin. I'm like, hey, what's going on, Justin? And you're like, nothing, just hanging out. I just over here, just whatever. What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend?
I specifically remember I like worked at Tops, the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I was like working and then it like locked and I was like looking back and forth to see like if there were customers around.
You looked like an animatronic thing.
Yeah.
Like just like, guys, that one's broken. And you're like, no, don't throw me away. I'm everything.
Can you tell me where the frozen peas are?
Start off with this song. Well, and then you're like, it's awful. Well, let's get in on some of these artichokes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's get some artichokes. So they were steamed for like 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. You want to hand me a bowl?
Of course.
And with artichokes, if you've never had an artichoke before, you kind of like peel the leaves off, and then you kind of like scrape your teeth along the meat. You don't like eat the whole leaf.
Okay, if you're gonna describe to our listeners who have probably already had artichokes before, you should at least describe where to eat the meat.
at the part that's closest to the plant.
Maybe the base of the leaf.
And you kind of got to pick. The meatier leaves are in the middle. The first couple layers of leaves are kind of like, there's not much going on. I got to get my mayonnaise, too.
Ugh.
I should take a picture of that.
No, take a picture of you eating it. I think that's like where the gross comes in.
It's not gross.
I mean, different cultures eat mayonnaise on like everything.
So I think
And that culture is in the Midwest.
So I think I previously said that someone in Virginia told my family about this. That was wrong. It's a California thing. So my uncle's aunt and uncle. So I don't know if that makes him my great aunt and uncle.
Same side of the family? Because if it was like your uncle's uncle,
Would it
then
be
it would
my
be
great uncle?
Yeah.
My gunkle? But they live out in California, and they're the ones that introduced the family to this. So maybe it's a California thing?
It's the mayonnaise.
Yeah. So I just had some with mayonnaise. It was delicious. I'm going to try some with butter now.
Now, once you kind of get your bearings, is this unsalted butter?
Probably.
Is it really? What's wrong with you?
I mostly buy unsalted butter because for cooking purposes, it doesn't throw off recipes.
What?
Because if you add salt to things and you're adding salted butter, it ends up being too salty.
You should use unsalted butter if it specifies using unsalted butter.
No.
Yes, 100%.
But you can always add salt. It's healthier to use unsalted butter, for one. And you can always add salt to taste. I just scooped a big glob of mayonnaise. Delicious.
All right, so now that you've had, now that you got your palate, settled on actual artichoke, let's go back to the chips.
The sunflower chokes and see.
Yeah, pretty much on.
I think the chips are a little sweeter than the artichokes, but yeah. But artichokes, I think, obviously you're not going to eat this as a meal.
You won't.
You would never get full from just like stripping the leaves off an artichoke and like eating it. But it's a nice little snack. It's like an appetizer maybe. I just mixed butter and mayonnaise.
If you're grossed out by this too, please leave a message on our voicemail or DM us directly on any of our socials because I can't be the only one.
If you haven't dipped artichoke leaf in mayonnaise, I feel like you haven't lived.
Really? You think that's like the...
It's like jumping off a cliff.
Hey, Handlebar Todd, sorry you did the peaks. If you haven't done the mayonnaise thing, you haven't lived it all yet, bud. Hey Wayne, I know you're really successful and went through med school and immigrated to the United States, but you haven't done the mayonnaise thing
yet. If you
yet.
haven't dipped your artichoke leaves in mayonnaise, you're headed to failure in life. This is good. It definitely, like, once you get past the first couple layers and get into the more meatier ones.
You're like, yeah, we're in the groove now.
It's delicious. So, what would you say the flavor of artichoke is like? It's kind of unique.
Let me just have
to
it
like
without
the
butter or
vegetable
anything.
world.
I don't know. I'm curious. I don't have the vocabulary to describe an artichoke.
I would say it's more bitter broccoli almost.
I think broccoli's more bitter, honestly.
Maybe that's not what I'm thinking of. Beans, maybe?
What?
Green beans? It's tough to describe a flavor because I always describe flavors in relation to something else.
So when boiled or steamed, right, it has a mild flavor that can be compared to asparagus. I guess I could see that. It's more of like a smooth flavor, though. And I don't think that has anything to do with even like asparagus being so fibrous.
Thinking of asparagus and then eating it, I can kind of taste that asparagus. But asparagus can be very bitter if you don't do it right.
The mild, nutty undertone like broccoli. So that might be what you're thinking of.
Yeah. But yeah, both. It's a lot more creamier. Is that a word?
I agree.
For like a vegetable?
I completely agree.
Creamier than both of those. Those are kind of, they do have like their more bitter sharpness in broccoli and asparagus, and this is kind of just a smooth.
It does have a smooth kind of creaminess. I would agree. Now we're getting into the good ones.
Yeah, the middle ones are where it's at.
I think you did a good job steaming. I don't think it was like overdone or...
No, I think this is what I remember of artichokes.
Seems like a pretty good range too. I think steaming is pretty forgiving.
Yeah, once you get into the middle, oh, they're so good. The first ones are like, it's not even worth your time to try to like nibble off the meat.
Do you eat the artichoke heart?
So I've never eaten an artichoke heart like this, like steamed. We would usually get to the end, and then I was told younger, I thought you don't eat it. So
For me, it's a texture thing for me, honestly.
I actually don't know if I've had an artichoke heart. Possibly in like a salad or something. Sometimes they throw like artichoke hearts in to something else.
Yeah, like pizza. If you get like a pizza with artichokes, that's artichoke
So
heart.
there's a possibility I've had artichoke heart.
But not in like this
Not
setting.
in this form, no. I've never had like an artichoke and then you've eaten the heart. Man, I'm not going to lie. Mayonnaise is so much better than butter.
I'm happy for you.
It's so good. I wish you could try it.
I'm really happy for you. I would get wrecked.
These sunflower chokes are good.
Hell yeah, they are. Very salty. I like salted the first ones, and then I kept adding more, like the batches. So like the first ones that I laid down are probably super, super salty.
But yeah, they have a sweetness to them.
Yeah, they do.
Like the one I just ate felt pretty sweet.
Would you ever make those?
I think so, yeah.
Like just kind of fry them up. You can add as much salt or not as you want. And I mean, like we put them on like a paper towel, and on a plate.
I think those are like somewhere in between potato chips and sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. In terms of sweetness.
In terms of sweetness.
Right.
And I don't like sweet potatoes for the sweetness. So like sweet potato fries, sweet potato chips, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're just way too sweet. And I think these have like the right amount of sweetness.
It's like the threshold.
It's just like a subtle
accepted.
sweetness, but
Yeah.
it still has like a potatoey saltiness.
Mm-hmm.
And man, those are good.
Awesome, dude.
Not that I'm going to find... I'm going to go to a restaurant and they're going to be like, sunflower choke chips?
Dude, but if you were a restaurant and carried those, you'd make bank.
Yeah, because those are good.
Yeah, I think so.
It's probably too rare to like... Not rare, but like...
You could do seasonal. That's fine.
Seasonal,
you don't have to be like, these are on our main menu.
Yeah.
You can be like, hey, come on over to Barney's.
Choke fries. No.
Barney's food bar? No.
It's going to be tough to promote artichokes or sunflower chokes because it has the word choke in it. You can't be like, come down to Choke Fest or, you know what I mean? The word choke is very aggressive.
Come on down to Choke Fest where the safe word is fun. Is it terrible?
It just choke is such an aggressive term.
Yeah.
So and their shortened word, abbreviated word is a choke.
Yeah.
So it's like
Would you go to a place that said Barney's Choke Fest where the safe word is fun?
I think any like restaurant or something that had choke in the word would be.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could have like a themed night, if you will. I'm gonna crack open.
Chokes on us.
Nice. Then people would be expecting free artichokes.
That'd be a good artichoke company brand name.
If you come in wearing
chokes on us.
If you come in costume in leathers, the choke's on us. I'm going to get at that other beer. I'm going to bring it over.
Yeah, actually, let's take a break.
Okay, yeah.
We'll get the other beer, and we'll get some of the other things that
Stretch, do some lunges, and we'll be right back. Choke's on us. No?
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right. Bye. Hey,
Yeah.
we're back.
Hey, we're back. Oh, you guys are still here? Very cool.
Nice to choke you.
No.
So what are we drinking? This is Southern
Grist Brewing Company, and
Okay.
it's called Generally Specific. There's a Band of Horses song called The General Specific. Drink fresh, keep cold, hold the haze. What's
How do
that?
we hold it?
I don't know. I mean, this is
I think
still...
we're doing it wrong, man.
Well, this isn't full-on hazy. You can... Well, I don't know. Actually, yours is... Mine looks more hazy than yours.
Well, mine's lower, but it was pretty
What?
hazy.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, this is good. It's got a bunch of citra hops in it. All right, so the other artichoke things that we have, I have artichoke hearts here.
We're on a rigid schedule.
So artichoke hearts are quartered and marinated.
Easy there, Justin.
And it says artichoke heart. There's water, sunflower oil, vinegar, spices, salt, citric acid, and ascorbic acid. That you say it?
That's like for
Yeah.
freshness.
So I don't know what the spices are, but I mean, it looks like there's like some maybe like pepper and maybe like parsley and
You're like maybe some some like reds and greens.
reds and greens. Maybe some artichoke.
Dude, maybe yeah. Yeah. But not like the general part of the artichoke. Like more like the hearts. Okay.
So
It was
Andy was trying to open the can and it was really hard, but the lid had plastic on it.
it's a very subtle,
Yeah, you can't really
right?
see it.
Yeah. You know what they say.
This is the kind of jar that you can't open, and then you do, and it goes all over your shirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
It's like what? Can you play that 100 times? Oh, fudge factor. You want to try it? No. What are you doing? Is that a thing? Let me try.
Pull the muscle.
Did you really? Oh my gosh, there's another plastic layer. No, I'm kidding. Well, let's take a break and...
Yeah, let's take a break, and we're going to get this artichoke heart.
Oh my god.
Hey, we're back.
So, I'm gonna just take one and then pass it. So, what are you gonna do with all these artichoke hearts now that you have them?
I don't know, snack on them.
Vinegary. Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Pickled.
Very pickled. You lose a lot of the artichoke flavor because it just tastes like the pickled flavor of like
And the oil.
the oil, the vinegar, kind of like spice a little bit.
Just tastes like
Good
salad.
though. With Italian
those-
dressing.
Yeah.
It tastes like Italian dressing.
Those will just go good on salad.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a salad guy?
I love salad.
I don't think I knew that about you. Do you
And-
make like salad at home or
Yeah.
what kind of like? Are you like an iceberg lettuce guy or a spinach guy or what?
I don't like spinach, but spinach is healthy for you. But yeah, I like iceberg lettuce. A good old wedge salad is good. That's good. But I like to put I love onions, like raw onions on my salad with a little bit of like feta cheese. Delicious.
I do like feta cheese.
You don't like raw onions?
No.
I love raw onions.
I reek of onions. If I have onions, I will reek of onions for like 3 days. Same with
I think
garlic.
I heard Kaylin actually say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bad.
That's
for me.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Especially
love
in the
raw
summertime.
onions. It's delicious.
That's...
I've never bitten into an onion, but I think I want to.
Do you have any?
No.
Convenient.
But I like so I usually when I make a salad, I usually put the red onions on. I like red onions. Like the purple ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the white onions are really good for baking, but the red onions are really good raw.
Dude, these still hold up.
These sunflower choke chips.
I'm going to make some at home. I'm going to take the rest of those.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Those are really good.
Oopsie daisy. I'll take the rest of those. Just kind of do like thin slices just like I did.
So did you like the fried or baked better?
Definitely fried.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
But the baked weren't bad. They're just mushier.
They're mushier. But I highly recommend, because I think most people have tried artichokes before, right?
I don't think so, actually.
What?
Everyone that I've talked to is like, artichoke?
Stop it. You're
A
joking.
lot of people.
A lot of people have had artichoke hearts and artichoke dip, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And most people have tried steamed artichokes. In the United States?
Steamed artichokes? I don't think people have eaten steamed artichokes.
Yeah, they have. I'm not backing down on this. How long do you want to go for this? Justin edited out like about a good half an hour of us just going, nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
No, I think most people have tried steamed artichokes.
Maybe.
There's no way to prove it.
No, there isn't. I just don't think like the normal American household when they're picking up vegetables is like throwing artichokes in them because like we just
Not typically, but
like we just did, like it's not really a meal. You know, you're kind of like snacking on artichoke.
yeah, but everyone that I can imagine has tried artichoke
Yeah.
in some capacity.
And in some capacity, yeah. I
And
would think more
steamed?
like an artichoke dip.
And definitely steamed.
I don't think steamed. We live
I
in,
snuck
like,
that
when I
one.
was growing up, I feel like more families ate together. You know, we grew up in an age of, like, family dinner time, whereas so many people, like, work different shifts and, like, all the people are playing PlayStation. And I'm such an old man.
Okay. Well, PlayStation is still around.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But like,
That's something you sit around with your family and you're, like, talking and, like, eating some artichoke leaves.
but we don't know.
We don't know, no.
You know what I mean?
This is
Like,
all opinion-based.
It's all opinion based and like. And
But I
you
never hear
thinking-
people talking about, well, last
Eating
night I had
dinner
some
with family?
steamed artichokes.
No one talks about it.
Maybe everyone's embarrassed.
No, I mean, I don't think it's like a highlight of a meal. Be like, oh my gosh, like fine, the steak was fine, whatever.
But those artichokes.
The caviar, okay, sure. You know, why would you have steak and caviar in the same meal? I don't know, but you're like, yeah,
And artichokes.
yeah, and then you'd be like, but the artichoke, honestly, that tiny little amount of the end of the base of the leaf, to die for. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think it has like a. I mean, if you're bringing up your
Maybe
meal,
if more people were dipping it in mayonnaise, they'd be more talking about it because it's delicious.
I'm not going to agree with you on that. I just have a hard time. Like, I don't know. I like mayonnaise. Well, I like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise don't like me. Or
Okay. Mayonnaise don't like me. Are you ready for this last snack?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last snack I got is freshly marinated snacks, artichokes with basil and thyme. And I don't know what these are. They kind of look like a dried fruit.
You haven't even looked at them.
No.
How are you describing?
Like from the outside.
Okay. From like the package
No,
picture.
they're not dried.
Are they wet?
Yeah. Which is weird because they were on the shelf. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like in the
they're
food section.
They're marinated all right. Good?
I was not expecting wet food in there.
No. Don't freshly marinated BS me. The expiration date's for May.
Mm-hmm.
These could have been on the shelf until May, and they said it's freshly marinated. That's not even a misnomer. That's just straight up lying.
That's so weird. So, like, the packaging and everything It kind of looks like a dried fruit bag.
I'm going to try one more.
What do you think they taste like?
Good.
They're good.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of the artichoke heart.
They are artichoke hearts.
Like in flavor wise. Like I'm saying like the same seasoning.
As the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Just like a Mediterranean like vinegar and
Yeah, a little bit
general,
more vinegary.
Mm-hmm.
This has like it has some dill in it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Some onion, garlic, lime juice, basil, thyme.
It's good.
It's good.
Did not expect it to be
I
wet.
was not expecting wet things in here.
Thoughts?
I like them.
Would you sit and like munch those?
No. I mean, I could just buy the can of artichoke hearts and...
I feel like in terms of snacking, that probably looks a little more acceptable than like the can. You know what I mean? You take a can of artichoke hearts and you're just like, those are certainly like, those are less oily, right?
This is pretty good though, actually.
Yeah. Does that have a lot of oil in there?
Serving size is one package and there's only 20 calories.
What else is in there though? Nothing.
A little bit of fiber, a little bit of protein, not too much sodium. This is weird. So there's a nutrition information on this bag. It says energy, 184 kgs.
Yeah, it's got to be calories. Just
Yeah,
like
so then it's
format.
like slash, which equals 44k calories. But what is energy? You want another one?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
So it's got some carbohydrates in it, which are sugars. This is a product of Peru. Interesting. Storage. Ambient and ready to eat. Optional to refrigerate and serve chilled. Store in a cool, dry place. Good for topping on pizza, salad, or pasta. Cool.
So, how'd you think this all went?
It's pretty good. I mean, this is true snacks, you know.
Is it?
I think
no,
so.
it's not.
Why? Like, none of this would be a meal. Like, this is for sure a snack, the last thing we ate. It's like in a snack bag. It says freshly marinated snack on the bag.
Okay.
Artichoke hearts, no. You're not going to sit there and eat an artichoke heart. That's probably good for...
So you're not going to eat artichoke hearts out of the
Can.
jar. Sorry, I'm getting aggressive again. You're not going to eat them out of the jar that we had a hard time opening. They're like, whoa, you guys tried to open a can? No wonder you had so many... Could you imagine if we just like went to town just like trying to open a tin can with our hands? You know how to do that though, right?
With a can opener?
No.
A chisel or a rock?
No. Okay. But yeah. No. Even before a chisel and a rock, if you take a can and you put it on asphalt or like granite or something like that, like probably wouldn't work on limestone. You start just rubbing one end of it, of like one of the lipped ends, and eventually it just cuts through all like the lip.
Wait, you rub it with what? Your hand?
You rub the can on a rock.
Oh, on a rock.
And you just keep rubbing it and it just wears away all
How
the
many
metal.
years does that take, though?
Doesn't take a lot. I mean, this is in a desperate situation,
Okay.
right? You're not going to be like,
Yeah.
okay, I've got my $10,000 stove and I've got my nice whatever. And then you're like, but I don't have a can opener, so I'm just going to do this every
It's like a
time.
gift to someone. Great, a can opening rock. What I've always wanted.
The best can opening rock. So, yeah, if you're in like in a time of need, you just rub it on asphalt and then it'll eventually, kind of keep tabs on it, right? Because then it'll just like open. Like, no, my can of beans is now on the rock. Like then you're SOL, right? But
So back to the snacks. I think these are snack food. We got the chips.
okay, so the chips, yes.
Chips for sure.
We did not plan on the chips today.
No, that was something different. Andy threw in a new choke. The sunflower kind.
The new kind of joke.
Those were really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, they are good. And thanks to Kellen for recommending them.
Yeah, that's good. And the artichoke, I think that's more like a snack. Maybe like an appetizer type thing.
It's an appetizer.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to pair it with a meal, right?
Yeah, there's no way you could eat an artichoke. I wonder how much... Oh, I can just look it up.
Google
What
it.
is in a... Like, if you eat an artichoke, how much
Like the
calories
nutritional
are...
value?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess...
Because I was not even remotely full after that artichoke.
I'm going to guess 30 calories.
So, one artichoke is only 60 calories.
So, like, the entirety of the artichoke?
It says one artichoke.
I don't understand then.
And there's a lot of potassium. Well, 474 milligrams. I almost said megagrams. Vitamin C. Not much protein. 4.2 grams. So, you're not going to make a meal off an artichoke. It would take a lot of artichokes.
You die.
Yeah. So, it's definitely a snack, one hors d'oeuvre of some sort.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought everything was pretty good. I think people should try the sunchokes.
Yeah, definitely buy some sunchokes. They're probably a little bit harder to find in the produce. You're going to have to, like, hunt a little.
But, like, just keep them in the back of your mind, and if you come across them, get them, right?
Yeah.
And then for making chips, I mean, people are like, well, then Andy, how'd you make chips?
So what other ways would you eat a sunchoke? Like it said you could
So
eat
they
it
said you
raw
could
in a
eat raw,
salad,
yeah.
but I don't know about that.
You could, honestly, they'd probably go well with like a nice like little marinade, like a little like Italian
So
dressing.
it's like a root kind of. Could you
right.
do could you do a mashed potato type?
Please don't.
Like mashed chokes?
I don't think so.
I'm just trying to think of salad, potato chips. What else would you do? What else could you do with
Baked.
it? Baked? Like sour cream, chives, and bacon? Like a baked potato, but with a...
I mean, so some of those were like really small, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty small. Like we said, they're
Oh,
kind of
I-
like ginger roots almost.
I wonder if you could do it like almost like a salt potato.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if you could do it like that. You'd kind of have to like get rid of like the big bulky ones and just have a bunch of the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. But you could probably do a salt potato like that.
That would be probably
Or
pretty
like
good.
a salt potato.
Mm-hmm. Probably anything that you could do with like a sweet potato too would be probably pretty good because it does have a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah. Like a smoothie? You could do a smoothie?
No, I'm saying like if you went the sweeter route and maybe like
I'm
put a
kidding.
little
Don't-
brown sugar on it or
I
something.
know. Don't do a smoothie.
A choke smoothie.
Ugh. Call it the smooth criminal.
Ow! Well,
Wow. Anyway, just fry them up. That's the
the moral of the story.
that's all we're
is-
trying to say here.
Yeah, fry them, put them in the oven. They are delicious.
I just did it in like a thin pan. You don't have to do like 2 quarts of like vegetable oil.
Mm-hmm.
You were just like, wow, that's a lot of vegetable oil, but it worked out.
He put a lot in.
It worked out, didn't it?
It did.
Did
It's
it not?
very good. Yeah. If only Andy could have tried the mayonnaise, I would have been happy.
Yeah.
But that was much better than the butter.
In my dreams, buddy.
I would say if you steam artichokes, don't curl your nose at the mayonnaise. Try it.
Yes. You're not talking to me. You're talking about a snack.
I'm talking
You're
to
snack bag.
like the people in general. Yeah, listeners. Try some mayonnaise on your artichokes. I think it's delicious. And yeah, artichoke hearts, good. The wet artichoke bag, that was weird, but that was good.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out. Those probably tasted better than freeze-dried artichoke hearts would taste.
I was a little worried about like the dried artichokes.
Yeah.
And I thought they were dried, so I told someone today
It's a dry chip.
that I was eating like dried artichoke.
And they're
And
like,
he's like, he thought they'd be like rock hard, gross.
well, they have to be very thinly sliced.
That's what I mean. Because you can't, like when we were eating the leaves, you can't eat the whole leaf, right?
Right.
You're scraping the meat off the leaf.
Mhm.
So there's no way you could dry a leaf and eat it. So it would have to be dried artichoke hearts,
Yeah.
which would then be like a clumpy hard. That's why he's like, it sounds gross.
It's
And so it wasn't dried.
Mhm.
When you're like not anywhere near a cooler and there's like a bag that looks like a snack bag, you're not expecting the contents inside to be wet. Yeah.
That's like if you get too wet of beef jerky, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just like, this has just been kind of just sitting here.
Yeah.
That's gross.
So I think that threw me off, but they were good actually. I mean, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked them.
I could throw this in my backpack.
Could you? Would you?
No. It's not enough calories
No.
for like a mountain snack.
Nay. So when are you doing the snack backpack 46er?
Once the weather gets a little bit warmer. So, I don't know.
What's your next one? What are you going to do?
No idea.
Come on.
If anyone wants to climb a mountain with me,
Entertain us. Just come
DM
on.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. You're going to get some crazy DMs, huh?
Yeah. I would climb with someone,
I'll do it if I'm available.
which is
Just stop. Just stop. I love climbing mountains.
these artichoke hearts are good.
Uh-huh.
Quite oily. Okay.
Yes.
We should probably stop this.
Thank you. Thank you very much for listening, guys.
So the beers were good. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you so
Both
much.
of them were very good. And everything was pretty good. I haven't had artichokes in a long time. Like I don't think I've had an steamed artichoke since I lived with my parents. Like that was something we always had like as a special, like my mom would every once in a while, a couple months would go by and then she'd buy a couple artichokes and we were like, oh yay.
I would say I never initiate doing artichokes at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Kalen probably makes them like quarterly.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like do you steam them and like
Yeah.
dip them in butter?
Just like we did today. Yeah.
I think it's like fun, a social thing. You're like talking and dipping.
Yeah.
You know, like me, single, living in my apartment.
You're not going to be
Like,
artichoke and tacos night.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I'm going to make myself something to eat, I'm not going to take the time to steam an artichoke for like, I don't know. I'm not going to sit in front of my TV with a tub of mayonnaise and an artichoke and...
That actually is kind of a sad painting.
That sounds gross, actually.
Just dipping, you got mayonnaise like in your belly button.
Yeah.
You're just dipping that artichoke right in your belly button mayonnaise. All right, so...
Yeah, I'd say my favorite was definitely the sunflower chokes.
Nice, man.
It was delicious.
I'm glad we were able to bring that to
But
the table.
I love salt, and those are nice salty
They were
treat.
very salty.
They were very good.
Yeah, I added a shit ton of salt to that.
Yeah, it's good.
I have no regrets. Your butter, though, not salty at all.
No.
I added a lot to that butter.
Because I pretty much only cook with butter. I don't dip things in butter.
But you're not like a toast guy.
I don't have a toaster. I am a toast guy.
God, just get a toaster, dude. Are you a bagel guy?
I love bagels.
What's wrong with you?
So
they're
I was
like $15 from Target or less. Not a big investment.
I was thinking about doing like a toast episode, and I was like, I don't have a toaster.
So let's just get
We could broil the toast, though.
No, we're not doing that.
What did we broil before? Oh, the crumpets. We broiled crumpets.
Here's the thing. If we're doing a toast episode, you're getting a damn toaster.
Toaster, yeah.
Okay? I'll bring whatever. I'll bring the toast. I'll bring the bagels. I'll bring funky butter. I'll bring funky cream cheese. And it'll probably be cheaper than... No, it'll probably be more expensive than that toaster. Than said toaster.
Yeah.
It comes down to space. I get it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could toast up some artichoke. No.
I wouldn't.
But stay tuned. We'll do some toast in the future.
Everyone's like, I'm holding on to the edge of my seat, waiting for that toast episode. That white bread episode.
It's finally here, the toast episode.
Yippee! Yeah, so, all right, hold on to your butts, and if it's the toast episode, do not click through. It's going to get weird on the toast episode.
We could eat toast with champagne, and we could toast.
Or you can have champagne, then I can have toast, and then you could toast the toast.
Toast to toast.
And then I would have champagne.
And then we'd call the episode
we'd,
Toasting
switch.
to Toast.
And then we'd have our socks off, and then it'd be like a toast.
Toast, toast, toast.
All right, anyway, thank you very much for listening
thanks
to SnackDown.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. And
Hopefully
make sure you
Justin got
tell everyone that you possibly can about us. I mean, if you like us.
If you don't like us and you're on this episode, then what are you doing?
Well, guys, thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find this episode and others like it on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and a bunch of other places. And you go to our website at www.snackdownpod.com. And you can call our number at
315-313-5456.
Nice.
I think that's it. Let me just look it up. It sounds right.
I wish we could do a harmony.
Yeah, it's 315-313.
Oh,
Come on,
dang
man.
it. 5456? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No. We're just going to leave it at that.
Ready? Let's do it.
No. Okay. 315. How about we just do it plain? Plain
Okay.
Jane. Plain Jane this week. 315-313-5456. That's 315-313-5456. Thank you. All right. Have a great rest of your week and happy Saturday.
And get out there and get those chokes.
Bye.
Bye.
Mom?
No.
I'm stuck in the...
No, I
And
was
then,
just like...
and then your jaw gets locked up too, and then
So,
you're like, oh no.
I'm one of those...
Oh no.
Oh, no. No, again.
This is awful.
And
And now my legs are falling asleep because I'm stuck here.